Hi there, my name is Dan Round and I'm a psychotherapist at the retreat in New York, and this week it's Mental Health Awareness Week and the theme is kindness. Today I'd like to share you a practice which is called the loving kindness practice and is often known as either perhaps a mindfulness practice or a self-compassion practice. And I'm going to invite you to join me in this meditation, this mindfulness practice. But first of all, if you haven't experienced mindfulness or done an exercise like this, I just want to kind of give you some skills or kind of tips of what to do within one. This practice, as I said, is about kindness. So we're going to use, I'm going to invite you to think about someone you know or love who means something to you, and we're going to hold them in mind. And it's quite a good exercise, especially now, kind of at the moment when we've experienced lockdown and we perhaps haven't seen some loved ones or family members as often as we have. And especially if you're experiencing lockdown perhaps on your own, you're isolated, you might be feeling perhaps lonely or more lonely than usual, or perhaps even anxious. This is a good exercise to feel safe, feel connected and feel calm. So when I invite people to do a mindfulness exercise, what's first of all important is just to think about posture. So find yourself in either a chair or if you're wherever you can find yourself comfortable where you can sit. We want to have our feet both kind of placed kind of on the floor, and what this does is this just allows us to kind of ground ourselves, to kind of feel connected, and to allow our body to come into what we might describe as an alert but relaxed kind of posture. And I want you to imagine that if there was a piece of string that kind of came to the top of your head, kind of all the way through kind of your spine, that string just picks you up and just rests you back down. And what you have here is just an erect kind of posture. And allow your shoulders kind of to relax. And we often invite people to close their eyes, so if that's helpful for you, feel free to close your eyes. Or what we have is a 45-degree kind of gaze, which is we find somewhere on the floor, perhaps in our eyesight, that isn't going to necessarily distract us, but can be just somewhere where we could rest our eyes comfortably, but also not be overstimulated by perhaps the things that are around us. And it's always good before we go into a practice like this to remember to turn off our mobile phones, let people around us, if people are quite close, to not disturb you, so you're not interrupted. So let's start by either closing our eyes or taking our gaze kind of somewhere, kind of on the floor. And as we do so, I just want you to give yourself permission right now to bring your full attention to this exercise, making a conscious choice to let go of anything that you don't need to think about right now or attend to. And let's just take a deep breath in and breathe out. Bringing our attention to our breath and just simply breathing in, breathing out. noticing any tension in our body. And just imagining if we could just grab that attention, that tension with our breath and just let go of it on the out breath. And feeling comfortable, move if you need to move. And as we just bring our attention to our breath, we just allow ourselves and our body to relax. Now I want you to bring into your mind's eye someone who is someone you love, someone you care for, someone who you think fondly of, someone who you know is safe and you can think about them without any distress. Perhaps it's someone you haven't seen for a long time, or a loved one. And just imagine them sitting with you in front of you. What they look like, perhaps what they sound like, perhaps their mannerisms. Perhaps notice what it feels like to bring them into your attention. And I want you to imagine that they're first of all just wishing you to be safe. That you're hearing them say that they wish you were at peace. That they wish you to be healthy. And they wish you to be well. And I want you to imagine too now that you are wishing them to be safe, and that they are safe. That you are wishing them to be at peace, to be peaceful. You're wishing that they are healthy right now, and that they are well. And as you do so, just notice, how does that feel right now in your body? Perhaps what emotions you might be feeling right now. And again, just imagine that you're with them and you and them are wishing yourself and them to be safe, and others that you know in common to be safe, and that you're wishing others that you both know to know peace, to all be healthy, and all be well. And as you do so, I want you to become aware of your smile. Do a gentle smile. We call this sometimes a half smile in our practice. You're not frowning or tightening muscles within your face, but they're relaxed and calm. And again, bring into your attention that chosen loved one. And here again, them wishing you to be safe, you to know peace, you to be healthy, and you to be well. Perhaps noticing if there's any changes within yourself, how you're feeling. Are you able to perhaps feel more connected to that person or people who you bring into your mind? Are you perhaps noticing how you feel when you are with that person? Even now that you're not, but you're just imagining them, what they look like, what they might say, perhaps what they might be wearing. And perhaps notice what changes you're feeling or perhaps you're thinking about yourself right now. Has this helped with any difficulties that you're experiencing right now? Is there anything that you want to do differently? Perhaps bring in this kindness to yourself. And as we finish and end the practice, you might want to come up with wanting to do something with how you're feeling right now. Perhaps put this into some form of action where you're able to practice this kindness to yourself. So as we end our practice, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Keeping and holding and noticing all these good feelings. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. So I've hoped you find this helpful. And this is something that you can practice a couple of times a week perhaps. And use this video to use it as a guide and perhaps maybe even use it without. But we hope you've found it helpful and that you think about yourself and your loved ones this week as we consider mental health awareness and this theme of compassion. So I wish you well, I wish you safe, and I wish you to be healthy and well. Take care.